The dawn was gray and unforgiving over Seoul when Gi-hun stepped into the city's chill. He kept his head down, collar turned high, doing his best to disappear into the morning throng. It had been over a year since the last game ended, but the memories never left. The faces, the desperate deals, the echo of that masked frontman's voice. Gi-hun had made a promise that whatever mysterious organization was behind the nightmare, he'd bring them down. But the games didn't stop. If anything, word on the street was that they'd evolved, gone deeper, more international, drawing not just the hopeless, but the desperate, the calculated, the vengeful. And this time, two invitations had landed at his feet. One hand-delivered in a red envelope. The other slipped under the door of a woman Gi-hun had been following, Park Sun-mi, a financial prodigy whose fall from grace had made the tabloids. Gi-hun watched Sun-mi enter an old office building in Mapo, her posture rigid, her eyes scanning every shadow. He waited, heart pounding, before following her inside. The stairwell was quiet, save for the hum of the city bleeding through cracked windows. On the third floor, Sun-mi confronted him, suspicion hardening her features.
You came for answers too? Or do you want to tick it out like the others?
I want to end this.
A familiar figure emerged from the gloom, Jun-ho, the detective once presumed dead. He looked rougher now. The haunted gaze lingered.
They're drafting a new kind of player this year. No more passengers. Now you're a hunter or the hunted. The third season is an experiment. Ex-players versus organizers. The games are the same, but the stakes are different.
In a makeshift war room lit by old monitors, Jun-ho laid out the truth. Some previous winners had flipped roles, donning black masks to oversee the carnage, all for the promise of erasing their past crimes. Others, like Gi-hun and Sun-mi, were lured back with threats, unfinished business, or the hope of justice. This season wasn't about luck. It was about control, who truly owned their future. The first game unfolded on a deserted shipping dock under blank floodlights. The challenge: choose a side. Red or black. Ex-players versus masked staff. The old alliances shattered. Even friends eyed each other like threats.
Those who survive tonight move forward. Those who do not are erased.
Friendships were tested in that first bloodless puzzle, a test of loyalty, not logic. The game moved them like pawns into a labyrinth of shifting walls, reminders everywhere of who had suffered, who had profited. This time, cameras didn't just watch. They hunted, cataloging every emotion, every betrayal. As dawn bled from the sky, Gi-hun realized Season 3 wasn't about the games. It was about the illusion of choice. And for the first time, he understood how deep the roots of this organization went. He looked at Sun-mi, her face set. Together, they knew that winning was no longer the goal. Breaking the game cycle, freeing themselves and everyone ensnared, that would take more than luck. It would take sacrifice. Somewhere above, the masked VIPs watched, betting on who would crack first. Gi-hun gritted his teeth. For those lost, for those still trapped, he'd play the game. But this time, only to break it.